Aaron, let's talk digital paper trail.
Let's talk digital paper trail.
The good old transactional email.
Oh, I love that we're talking about this. So transactional messaging is always a aspect of anyone's email program that we always take a lot of time and care to audit when we're doing full program assessments for our clients here at Inbox Army. And I think it's an area of just sort of lost opportunity or forgotten opportunity with a lot of marketers. It's a really great place to bring some additional sort of marketing value, right? And I know that can get a little bit dicey. So first off, let's take a step back. What is a transactional message and what is not a transactional message, right? People tend to conflate them with things like automations or drips or journeys or workflows or the other million names that people have for those multi-message sequences that serve a very different purpose. Transactional messages, by contrast, are more of these system-originated messages, a purchase confirmation, shipping notification, password reset, your credit card is expired, right? These are typically those transactional type of messages. Because they're system-originated, a lot of times you see they're not even designed at all. It's just this very simple sort of
IT email.
The IT emails.
Yes.
This very simple, oftentimes unattractive, plain text type of email, or maybe there's some light design, or it uses the merest suggestion of a template as an overcoat, right? But the funny thing about transactional messages is they have the longest retention period in the average recipient's inbox than almost any other type of message. People tend to hold on to these for whatever reason, either for assurance or as a reference, but they tend to stick around in the inbox for a long time. They're many times the most opened and reopened messages of anything that you send, which means that there's definitely some marketing opportunity, I think, within these transactional messages, but marketers have to be very careful, right? Some countries don't allow you to put any marketing language or marketing content in your transactionals. In the US, I think it's 25% or thereabout.
The law allows you 25% before it's considered a marketing.
Before it's considered a marketing message, right? So there's a little bit of opportunity to bring some additional marketing value to these transactional messages. And by the way, I think in many cases, these transactional messages are even a legal requirement, right? It's the receipt. Money leaves this hand, you have to receive or send a receipt into this hand. So there's an obligation to send them. Let's see if we can increase the marketing opportunity of these obligations.
Now, the reason that we're calling out the 25% is because once it's a marketing message, it has to have an unsubscribe.
Yes.
Transactional messages don't have to have an unsubscribe.
In fact, I don't think they can in many cases.
They can.
If it's a legal obligation to send like a receipt,
right.
Is that really something you want people unsubscribing from?
Well, and that's the argument against putting marketing messaging or too much marketing messaging in a transactional email is then you introduce the need for an unsubscribe, and then you turn around and go, oh, it's a transactional email, so you can't opt out of it. So I'm going to send you marketing stuff. There's a debate right now that I've seen lately of, I think it's, Hilton, that if you do a guest checkout, they'll send you a thanks for booking your room. You haven't opted in for our emails.
Oh, that's smart. I like that Hilton's doing that.
You say it's smart, but there are some people who would argue, I'm not sure, I honestly don't know what side of this I fall on, but some people will go, oh, that's a marketing message. I don't think you can do that because that's asking for opt-in. And other people are going, but it's a small thing, so it's probably okay.
Splitting hairs, but if we were to modify the language that says click here to opt into marketing messages.
That it says you aren't opted into marketing messages. Would you like to opt into them?
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. That one's kind of subjective. That's a Ford, Chevy, Pepsi, Coke kind of
exactly.
thing there. I don't know that there's a real answer. I think the real answer is what fits best for your brand. What goes with your brand's shoes, right? Is it putting something like that in a transactional, or just deciding that any incursion into that space becomes dangerous and risky, and for that reason, we don't want to do it at all.
And you could, let's say, for example, a shipping confirmation email could just be your order shipped. Then the next email is, hey, your order's coming tomorrow. By the way, let's do some marketing things. And you could designate that as a marketing email and keep shipping confirmation as a transactional email. So you can do that. There are people who argue that the first cart abandoned email is a transactional email. I don't believe that.
No.
That's a marketing message.
I agree.
The first welcome email could be a transactional email.
It's the subscription confirmation.
Right, but then you have to be careful of how much marketing you put in it. Otherwise, you have to introduce the unsubscribed.
So Scott, if we're limited to 25%, at least here in the US,
Yep.
what are some things that we can put into these marketing messages to take best advantage of that limited real estate?
Obviously, context will matter here, right?
Absolutely. So let me give you a specific context. Let's do something very common, a purchase confirmation email. Not a post-purchase automation, but a transactional purchase confirmation, the receipt.
You get a receipt. Maybe it makes sense for your business to offer expedited shipping as an upgrade.
Okay.
Something like that, or a subscription upgrade. You could do some things like that of, hey, you could do a complete your look, right?
Here are things that go well with what you just bought.
Here are things go well that with just what you bought, but it might have to be, instead of 4 products, you go like 1, a little thing here. But those are things you have to test into and be careful about. I would say that, for an order confirmation, the best thing would be if it's free 7-day shipping, you might want to go, hey, for $2 you can get it tomorrow.
I like that.
That's a bit of
that's mutual value.
It's mutual value, right? And people are less likely to be upset by that.
I like thinking about opportunities for both parties and how we might sort of bring some of those opportunities in transactional email. So for example, a purchase confirmation. Why did you buy this particular item? Maybe a bit of polling. Some might argue that best lives in a post-purchase sort of series, and it might. I tend to be of the school of thought that why not have it in multiple places? Again, we keep talking about that aspect of reinforcement through repetition. What if somebody doesn't open your promotion or your post-purchase program? Or to your earlier point with the Hilton example, what if they're not subscribed to marketing messages? This is your shot, right? Why did you book this reservation? Why here? Are you going for business travel? Is it personal travel? Are you traveling alone? Are you traveling with family? A great way to understand the context of the purchase so you can help deliver additional value. And again, I know there's going to be a lot of argument and pushback on this one. I enjoy that. I like sort of competing theories and sort of differing thoughts here. But by and large, I think transactional messaging is kind of an opportunity unrealized for a lot of brands, and definitely has some latent potential in there.
I mean, you could add a survey around the checkout process.
The survey, yes.
Right? That would make sense. Hey, you just completed it. Did it go okay? Were you upset by it? Like, it's heat of the moment.
How would you rate this?
How would you rate this? Things like that. It's a learning opportunity for you. And it wouldn't be, that doesn't feel like marketing to me.
No.
Right? That is hey, how did we do?
Like I said, that's mutual value, right?
5-star Yelp review, 5 stars.